Okay. Now we should be good to go. Hopefully we should be good to go now. So, yo, what's everybody? Welcome back to Trans Tech. Funny story. I didn't know when I was going to stream today. I knew I was going to stream at some point, but I didn't know when. So I was trying to find like the right time to stream between, stuff going on in the morning and busy stuff and football and this, that, or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I should be good. Everybody should be cool. I set up the entire stream, had everything running, made sure everything was cool, even testing out this whole like chat feature and everything now, right? So now I should be able to show chats on the screen. So what's up, Gwendolyn G? So yeah, it's cool. Like, good. The moment I hit stream, not even 5 seconds into it, ring, 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 ring. I'm like, oh man, what's going on this time? Yep, mom's calling for technical support. So I had to literally stop the stream to do some technical support, and hopefully that worked out. If not, she's probably going to be calling me back. So yeah, that was every time without fail. Like I've said this before on other streams, I will literally be doing nothing sometimes. And I'm like, you know what? Now seems like a good time to stream. Apparently not. Oh, man. Life goes on. So we are on, day 12 of the road to Apple Vision Pro and whatnot. And what did I do? I got basically about $200 together and added that to the pot. So we're up to $1,600 now. I'm still waiting for the Z Fold 5 to sell. Like, I need that to sell and be gone or whatnot. Probably just going to take down the listing I had somewhere else and just put it back up on Swappa, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to go with Swappa, and other times I hear horror stories about Swappa, and other times I'm just like, wow, no. But I mean, apparently I should be able to get about $1,000 for it on Swappa. So hey, let's just give it a shot, see what happens, and kind of roll from there. And that's pretty much it as far as like kind of like the fundraiser part. The other thing that's been kind of cool is I've been getting more and more people coming into the channel and putting in, comments, basically supporting what's going on with the channel. And people are like, hey, I'm here for the Vision Pro too. And yeah, that's more people than I thought it was. So honestly, even if I don't like massively blow up on subscribers or anything like that, as long as the people that are coming through are here to like rock with me or whatnot, I'm cool with that. I don't care if it's 1 or 2 subs a day or, a couple subs a week. At least I'm kind of building that audience and kind of going through there. But one of the things I figured we would do is, 1, just chill. 2, there's Vision Pro stuff going on. So like Vision Pro news, updates, or whatever. I figure we just kind of go through Twitter. The quick and dirty part of it is apparently we have another update /leak/ whatever. And the Vision Pro, as of right now, according to Mark Gurman, and it seems to change every day, so I don't know how much weight you want to put behind it. Apparently, the Vision Pro is supposed to launch in February. So they're supposed to be shipping all this stuff, building up the stock, getting everything to their distribution centers and blah, blah, blah to launch it in February. The other rumor is apparently there's not going to be a separate event. It would just be a quote unquote announcement. And I'm like, yeah, please push that thing into February, because I'm literally trying to make the deadline. And it's just, yeah, because technically we're kind of already past the first week of January. It's already, January 7th. And so we are on a new week, which is basically the second week of January. And pretty soon, the second week's going to turn the third week. And then before you know it, the fourth week's going to be here. And you're just going to be like, yeah. So, yeah. Give me all of the time. Yo, what up, Technically T? What's going on? I see. I got the little chat pop-up thing going on now, so everything should be all, good on that front. But yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, shout out technically T. The Bucks made it into the playoffs, so you got another year of playoffs, T. And then Steelers made it in today too, and some other surprising stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting day as far as Sunday is concerned. So let me go ahead and let's pull up some Vision Pro stuff here, and we can talk about it on the screen. And here's me and my 1 million tabs. So, all right, let's go zoom in a little bit. All right. So if we look on here, all right, so here's Mark Gurman's tweet. I'd expect a Vision Pro related announcement sometime this upcoming week. Start writing your Apple wins CES headlines. So apparently sometime this week. And let's get rid of some of these other windows because it is a clutter fest up here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, apparently we're supposed to get an announcement sometime this week, according to Mark Gurman. So that is going to be interesting, to say the least. Where did my chat window go? All right, there it is. I need dual screens at some point because trying to move all this stuff around and manage it's getting a little overbearing. But yeah, see, I feel like Apple may announce the release date for the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, so apparently that's going to be this week. Then Dylan says, I don't even want to know how much these Zeiss lens inserts for the Vision Pro are going to cost. I want to say they're supposed to be like $500 for a set. Something like that. Let's see what the little animation is on here. So yeah, these are for the lenses. They're supposed to magnetically attach. They're supposed to have the whole prescription thing going on with them. And also, I believe there's an adjustment to either allow the Vision Pro to come closer to your eyes or come further away. But I believe that is built into the band. So do with that information what you will. Oh, yeah. The other thing, since people are like talking about the metaverse and, processors and all that stuff, apparently we're going to have Vision Pro rivals or whatnot. So there's I believe it's like a new Snapdragon chip or something like that. It's supposed to give other, VR technologies the ability to show 4K in each eye and rival the Apple Vision Pro and all this, that, whatever. I'm cool with that. Like, hey, I say bring the competition on because, at the end of the day, the more competition there is, the more that we as consumers win. So I know some people might look at the news and say, oh, man, that kind of sucks. They're trying to jock off of Apple or this, that, or whatever. I don't care. Hey, fight it out. Duke it out. Like I'm with it. Like I said, I'm just interested in the Apple Vision Pro because of the hardware and the technologies in it. And I pretty much have like a lot of Apple stuff already. So even if there was another competitor out there, I don't know if I would just jump ship or try that out because I'm pretty sure it'd be expensive too. But at least there will be other stuff available for other people. So yeah, all for it. Let's see. Whoops. Oh no, I got to switch to the other window here. Wait, no, let's do this the right way. So let's put this here. Okay. Now let's do this. There we go. Consumer Compute. Hello. What's going on? Actually, since we are here, nope. How's this going to work? Let's move this. Let's move it like right there. There we go. Yeah, see? Adjusting stuff on the fly. What happened to the Browns today? They didn't play none of their starters. That's what happened. So basically, Cincinnati got a free win. That's what happened today. We ain't played none of our starters, and you see what happens when a team plays their starters versus a team that doesn't play their starters. Technically, T says, "All right, let's move this a little bit further over. Maybe I can see this correctly. Let's drop this down. Let's move this over. All right." Technically, C says, "We might not do a damn thing, but we in there. Hey, look, all you have to do is get in. That's all you have to do is just get in." So, but yep, yeah, we got the comments going on the screen or whatnot. I was able to figure out some stuff with OBS, aka I was able to do a Google search, right? So, Google search, watch the YouTube video, and start figuring this out. But yeah, for those of you guys who made it to the playoffs, congratulations. For those who didn't, as people always tell me, there's always next year. So let's see. Let's go back to here. What else we got going on? Okay. Gurman writes in his recent newsletter that Vision Pro is currently shipping to distribution warehouses in the U.S., seemingly in enough quantity to stock Apple retail stores for a February launch. Man, look, I don't want to say anything ahead of time, but what do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that the Vision Pro is going to sell out? You think there's going to be enough people who get that $3,500 together and actually buy these things up and they sell out? Because I think they're going to sell out, but not for the reason that people imagine how they're going to sell out. I think they're going to sell out for one or two reasons. One, you're going to have people that just want to be first. Well, three reasons. People who want to be first. Two, content creators and developers and people in the industry and all that stuff. Right. We all know somehow Meta is going to get their hands on one so they can look at it and figure out how to make a, competing product to that. And then third, there are going to be some resellers. Like, I know it's going to be some people out there that are either going to buy the Vision Pro, vacuum seal it, whatever they got to do to make it last 15 some odd years. And then later on down the line, they're going to resell it for like $16,000 or $17,000. Like, oh, hey, it's the first one that was ever made. Like, let's say it's like all successful and it blows up and everything. It's the same way they do with like, the first iPhone or the first iPad, the first Mac. Like, every single Apple product category, once something is discontinued and you can find it brand new in a box after it's been successful, you'll see somebody, trying to auction that thing off for like buku dollars. The other thing that I imagine is there's going to be some people who are overseas who can't get the Vision Pro yet, who are going to be willing to pay that extra money, and somebody from the U.S. is probably going to flip it for like a good, $2,000 or $3,000 more for someone overseas who wants it early, or at least as early as the people in the U.S. are going to get it. So that's kind of what I believe is, going to happen with that. Yo, what's going on, man? Snowman can. For a second, I could not read that, but I need to get my eyes fixed. Gwendolyn G says, "Hell yeah, yeah." Consumer Compute says, "I think the Vision Pro will sell out in 10 minutes." Oh, what? Wait, let me see something here. Let me close it out the way, because I just realized it's not showing the whole comment. So let's drag this down. See, we're just doing stuff on the fly here. Consumer Compute says, "I think the Vision Pro will sell out in 10 minutes, and it will be by Apple's design." It probably. Gwendolyn G says, "But you don't have to get it custom fit, especially if you need a prescription for your vision. Oh yeah, so yeah, if you need any sort of prescription, you're gonna need to, get the magnetic lenses and all that stuff. My my view on it is there's just gonna be some people that just get it and just to have it first, just to it's a new product from Apple, and we all know anytime a new product from Apple comes out, there's opportunities there, but I'm really interested in what the quantities of Vision Pros available will be. That is going to be the interesting part. But then again, they're supposed to make somewhere between 400 to 500,000 for the whole year. That's still a big ass number to think about. And then where they're going to distribute it costing 3,500. The cost could probably go up. It's going to be crazy. It's really going to be interesting to see how all of that even just comes close to working out. Vision Pro now shipping to U.S. distribution warehouses. Apple retail pricing for February launch. Man, it's gonna be interesting to see those prices. What's going on here? Ben Geskin is saying Vision Pro is actually so thin. Yeah, so one thing that you can see here as far as the Vision Pro, at least how everything's kind of laid out and whatnot. The lens, the visor part is actually, not that huge. It's the light seal that gives it like that extra, bulk to it or whatnot. But if you take that part off and you kind of just have the lens part right there, then that's how it's going to be. I wonder, because I already know someone's probably going to do this. Well, yeah. Because one of the things that we talked about in the last stream was the fact that you could remove that light. I think they call it the light shield or whatever fancy name they got for it. You could remove that part, and that part could be cleaned or switched out or adjusted. I could only imagine if somebody just decided to make a piece or something that made it smaller so it could be closer to your eye, so it could be a little bit more low key, and how that would work. But then again, you still need like the whole proprietary, connector and everything else to hook up. So maybe that won't work out so well. Yeah, Bloomberg. That seems to be the news is all about Bloomberg, and everybody talking about Gurman and his reporting. Let's see, we got X-Reel is making a splash at CES 2024, just ahead of Apple's launch of its Apple Vision Pro, an event that should spur competition in the AR market. We're going spatial. Meet you at CES 2024. Yeah, so that's the other thing is I believe CES kicked off today at some point, or at least tomorrow. And so everybody's supposed to go to Las Vegas and check out CES. And that's where you're supposed to see all this technology be at the forefront. And it's kind of like a car show where you have like, concepts and stuff that may come to market. But I forget what the statistic was, but this came out a while back. And it was the fact that essentially a whole lot of stuff that comes out at CES actually doesn't make it to market. Like there's a lot of, hey, look at this is cool. And then there's a lot of it that doesn't even turn into any sales or any sort of real thing. So that's kind of like the thing about CES. CES is maybe it will happen, maybe it won't type of deal. So that's where you're kind of just like, who knows, right? Yo, Jeff Hale coming through. Blessings on your day. Hey, man, blessings to you too. Thanks for coming through. So, real quick, just to let everybody know or anybody that's watching the replay, I'm still doing the fundraising part. I think I'm at about yeah, I should be right around 1,600 as far as money raised or whatnot, which is pretty cool. Like that's a good that's a good chunk along the way. So that would leave, see, 1,600 minus 3,500 would give me what, like 1,900 left to go. So that's not bad. That's almost half. So doing better than I thought. Like I said, if this, if I could just get the Z Fold 5 sold, and probably a couple other things, I could probably push myself past that point. But yeah, if you're watching the replay, I'll have the Cash App donation down there for you guys to do it that way. I thought about doing the PayPal thing, but I'm just like, I got burnt by PayPal in the past, so I ain't really messing with them. The only other thing would be the super thanks that's available that should show up. Eddie Gabriel says, why'd you only start saving if you've had since June? That's a good question. And honestly, that's one that I probably should have brought up before, but I'll just be completely honest with you guys. So to a certain degree, I'm used to buying everything on this channel. And when I say everything, I mean like everything. And even back at June, I was what's a good word? I was cautionary, right? Because I saw the price. I was kind of like in the middle, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That's a lot of money for that. Am I really going to do anything with it? I'm not sure. At the time, I had just got the Z Fold 5, and I was even doing the what you call it. I was doing, like the Z Fold 5 content. And I honestly wasn't sure where I was going to even go with my channel, because I was kind of floating back and forth between Apple and Samsung. I was still covering phones at the time, and I just hadn't made up my mind yet. And even then, I was just like, I'm not going to be able to afford the Z Fold 5. I got other stuff going on. I had a furnace situation come up and other stuff. And that money would have went towards that anyway if I was doing it on my own. Then I ended up talking to one of my buddies, and he was just like, you know what? Just do a fundraiser. And literally in the back of my mind, because I kind of have like this whole work ethic thing, like, no, I got to do it all on my own. I got to go to work, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. And he was like, well, look, you just been buying stuff for the channel. You've been doing it yourself the whole time. Why not see if your community wants to help out? And surprisingly enough, this was back in late December. And this is, while the whole winter and Christmas and presents and all of that stuff is going on. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. So, yeah, that's where I actually decided to do that. And that's the reason why. So that's kind of where I'm at from there. If I kind of look back, I probably could have started saving back in June and been a lot closer, and then just said, hey, I need to make it this far along the way. But, I don't know if you were, watching on what was going on. Like I said, the money that I made from the channel itself and some of my affiliate sales or whatnot also went into the pot of this going towards the Vision Pro. So it's been me and it's been the community that's been helping out. So sorry for the long drawn out answer, but I just wanted to give you guys just a straightforward answer. That way, anybody wanted to know like, hey, why are you doing this last minute or anything, like that's literally it. So hopefully that answers everything for you. And my phone or my watch went off. Yo, T, thank you. Thank you for the donation. We just got a $50 donation from T. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. That is going straight towards the account because, like I said, I made like a whole separate account and able to track everything, and I still got my spreadsheet. I still got to fill that out, but that will put us a little bit closer towards like 16. I think it was at 1609 plus 50. That's 1659. So almost at 1700. So yeah. The other thing I learned, and I think I mentioned this before, is about the Apple gift cards, is that apparently on the day that this thing is available, I can use up to 8 Apple gift cards. So yeah, when it's time to order, I'll have all my stuff ready, and then I have to do it online. So there goes that. But yeah, man, I saw it. For whatever reason, my chat fell behind, so I had to look at my watch. But yo, got Vipe, Man About Tech. This wonderfully crazy person is live streaming every single day. I can't live stream every single day. I can't do it. I did it once, and never again, because life happens to me too much. Like, I have too much crazy stuff going on. But he's streaming every day too. We found a way to get Viper to jump on board. As much as he said he didn't want to jump on board, he's on board. Welcome to the Vision Pro crew. But yeah, go check out his channel, subscribe to him, and check out his streams too. He's streaming every day. Man, look, good luck to you on that one. Let's see, we got Sebastian Brock coming through. Hey, what's going on? Let's see, Eddie says thanks for answering. Oh yeah, no problem. Like, one of the things that, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, one of the things I wanted to do with this channel, Vision Pro, and the content is I just want to be real with people. Like, I want this to be a conversation. This is no slight towards anybody that does like camera, B-roll, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but there's a million channels doing that, and I just rather just have it be more like a one-on-one group conversation, like we're all just hanging out. Like, yeah, I got a camera slider and other stuff, but I wanted to be more about the community. And like I said, just having a regular conversation, like, I don't care, So I think it's a little bit easier to document the process and talk to people how this stuff is going on than just to be like, oh, well, I worked really hard and things turned out well. It's like, yeah, no, let's just go through the journey and the process together. But yeah, thank you guys. Yo, we got 504. And 504 is coming through with the 504 super chat. Thank you, 504, man. I'm sorry that I'm moving this around so much, but I'm literally trying to figure out where this comment is, just like where they line up and where it makes sense. But we're learning here. We're getting through OBS. We're figuring it out. I'm avoiding paying StreamYard like $50 a month. Even though I'm gonna be real with you, I almost did a StreamYard stream today because of what happened earlier. Because I had set up my entire OBS stream, and then I had to stop. I had to stop my stream to do something, and then I came back, and I'm like, all right, let's just pick up where we left off. And then OBS was like, nope, I'm crashing on you. And I'm like, oh my God. So reopened up OBS, restarted everything. So yeah, I'm going to have to make sure I got all of my presets set up correctly. What's funny is this only seems to randomly happen at like the weirdest times, but I'm perfectly good when it comes to recording videos. So that's the other thing I need to do, is get back on recording regular content. But so far the live streams have been just a good way just to talk live with you guys. And not to mention the replays have been looking pretty nice too. So yeah, I'm a little stuck on OBS. Yo, Techie Mike, what's going on, man? Glad you're coming through. I got some more notifications coming through. Okay. All right. Yeah, some extra stuff going on. So apparently oh no, my phone's in my pocket. All right, we're good. Yo, Hawks TV. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too. So I don't know what the time zone is for you, but right now we're in Eastern Standard Time, so it is pitch black outside. But apparently you're supposed to get snow at some point, and I don't know when, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, still just going through Twitter, seeing what's up. And, after a certain point, it's kind of like a lot of the same people throwing out around similar images and stuff like that. New patent filings for the Vision Pro show off just how small the main component really is. Majority of the bulk is pure cushion / light seal. So, that gives you some hope for the Vision Pro 2 or like future Vision Pro models, that maybe they could shrink down like the cushion and the light seal and get it a little bit closer, and it's not as bulky. Because I know a lot of people were like, really jumping down Apple's throat, like, oh my God, it's so massive, it's so big. Oh my God, my poor neck, it weighs so much. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't know. We'll see how much it weighs or whatnot, but I think people are just being a little extra with that. What else is going on here? I really want to know more about Disney's app for Vision Pro. The entire video seems like an incredible concept, but it feels pretty far-fetched. How much of this is real? When is it coming? Honestly, I want to know about that too, because to be honest, hey, I'm in it to win it with Disney Plus, and I got my kid to blame for that because I'm not going to go out and buy every single Disney movie that he wants to see. And to a certain degree, I understand the conversation where people say, hey, you know what? These streaming services, you're paying money for it, and I'd rather have physical media and da-da-da-da-da, such and such and such and such. Here's what I'll say. My kid, just like most kids who are probably between the ages of, let's say, 4 to about 8, right? They're not doing the Blu-ray thing. They're not doing the DVD thing. Unless you just sat down there and actually taught your kids how to do it. They're doing streaming. Like, that's what they know. If I show a DVD to my kid or a Blu-ray, they're not going to know what it is. And they're not going to take care of it either. It's going to be all scratched up, dusted up, messed up, graham crackers and stuff all over it, just whatever. So honestly, if you think about it, when you look at, let's say, Disney Plus, and oh my God, if it doesn't sound like I'm out here shilling for Disney Plus, but I don't care. If you look at Disney Plus and you're paying, what is that, $10 a month or $12 a month or whatever, one of the Disney Blu-rays, because I was in Walmart the other day looking at this empty Blu-ray section. One of those Blu-rays is like $20. So for one movie, that's 2 months worth of streaming. Basically, right now, you pay $10, pay $13. Your kid can watch every single Disney movie, every single Star Wars show. We watched Home Alone God knows how many times. So it's kind of like you pick your battle. Either you're going to spend all this money getting all this physical media and having a library of stuff that you may personally use, or you're going to be the one loading the DVD tray, making sure your kids' little grubby fingerprints stay off of the disc, or you're just going to say, you know what, Disney, here's 10 or 13 bucks, little Timmy, John, and Jim, go have fun on Disney Plus. I'm calling it a night. And that's pretty much, we're paying for convenience, as opposed to, yeah, I got the DVD, I got the box and this. If you want to do that, I understand, and I'm not against it, but I'm talking from the perspective of having a kid. We are not going to do that. I got some Blu-rays, the stuff that I'm going to put in my Xbox, but my kid is not messing with no Blu-rays. So, let's see. Hawk says, I'm on Pacific time. Oh, okay. So it's like, what, 4:32 out there or something? Techie Mike says, dog, I was so glad I got out of the north before that snow hit. Yeah, like I know like New York or whatever is supposed to get hit, but it's kind of in between right now because it's like a mixture of just flurries and rain. So I don't know what it's gonna look like tomorrow. Jay Boogie, what's up, Trenton? Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for coming through, dude. It's so much easier to stream. Yeah, it is. And you kind of get stuck into a loop of streaming. But here's the one thing is like streams, you really need like an audience that rocks with you. And when I say rocks with you, I mean like you got like a good 50 strong who watch the stream. And that only seems like the time that YouTube really pushes it out after it's finished streaming. Like during the stream is cool. After the stream, yeah, it doesn't seem like YouTube really pushes that too much. Like I look at the impressions and everything, it's just like nosedive. So yeah, I got to get back to uploading some regular videos to kind of push things along and, let other people know that I'm doing Vision Pro stuff. Yeah. So yeah, everybody's saying what's up to everybody. Everybody else is doing cool, but no, it'd be cool to see how that whole Vision Pro thing would work out. LB saying the Apple Vision Pro is going to be an Apple creator's dream. I think for some people it's going to be a dream, and then for some people it's going to be like, well, I don't know what to do with this. I just bought it just because reasons, right? But I'm like actually excited about it. Like I actually want to learn more about it. I don't want this to be one of those, hey, you just got the headset. Oh yeah, I put it on 3 or 4 times, but it's not for me, that type of deal. Like, no, I'm really into learning about the technology. So Victor here actually makes a good point because I saw this tweet earlier. Vision Pro will take a long time to reach the masses, but the opportunity to be an early mover here is huge. This is the time to experiment with something fun. Doesn't have to be something bringing revenue directly. And that is true. Like that's the cool thing is, sometimes we get to be first. You just get to mess around with stuff. You get to play with it. You get to find the bugs. You get to see, basically all of the ins and outs. And I actually kind of miss that about tech because now the only thing that we kind of just, talk about is, oh, I'm so bored or this only exists and yada, yada, such and such, right? Like everybody's tired about seeing the same old stuff. And we're really missing a lot of that fun factor and that excitement factor because if you look at tech, the only thing that you really see are people looking forward to the next product. That's all it is. It's what's going to be the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Nobody even really enjoys the things when they're actually here. We kind of harp a little too hard on the products, and it just seems like we just really don't appreciate stuff anymore. We don't really have fun with any stuff. For a lot of people, I've seen their joy for tech turn into, hey, I'm just doing it. It's just my job. I'm really not excited, but I'm just here. And I get that to a certain degree. Like sometimes you get burnt out or sometimes things do get a little bit repetitive. But hey, like I said, we got the opportunity to enjoy something new and see what Apple's take is going to be on this. So I am here for it 100%. Yo, this is perfect. POV, you wear Vision Pro outside in the summer. That is, I'm telling you, that is going to be so hilarious if somebody's just laid out on the beach with their Vision Pro and they get like a ski goggle type of tan line. That would be hilarious. That would be kind of funny. Although that would be interesting to see according to like the heat performance of the Vision Pro, because we all know how these phones do when they're in direct sunlight. So what's going to happen if you have a Vision Pro that's out in direct sunlight, like people are getting tans or whatever, and the sun's beating down on that glass? Are you going to possibly get an heating warning or something like that? Because I think somebody said there's supposed to be fans in there, but I don't know. Like I said, that would be interesting. You know, someone just chilling at the beach with Vision Pro or whatnot. I can already think of people, you know, trying to play pranks on other people. And for $3,500, I'm sorry, I ain't messing with nobody playing pranks. It will be problems if somebody came at with me messing with my $3,500 anything. So I don't know. We shall see. Let's see. Hawks TV says yes, it is. Literally came through West Virginia and Maryland before it got bad. Left Dayton and got a message the next day they had snow. Yeah, that's welcome to the North. that's how it be. Apple fans will just treat that tan line like a blue bubble. Hell no, man. That is hilarious. That is crazy. Let's see. Apple could announce the release date of Vision Pro as early as this week. Will you be buying one of those voluptuous headphones? Voluptuous headphones. Hey, look, if they're talking about the AirPods Max, no, absolutely will not. I will be leaving those things alone. However, I am kind of getting ideas of like, okay, how to use the Vision Pro for work. Because that's something I would do. And now that I'm thinking about it, here's a weird thought. Or maybe not so weird, but kind of a thought process. So part of my job involves answering the phone and looking at a computer screen and yada, yada, such and such or whatever. I can also take calls with my computer and pick up phone calls. Now, if I could just have all of that built into the headset with the sound, you know, coming into the AirPods or out of the speakers right above my ears or whatever, I can not necessarily be chained to a desk with a monitor and a desk phone if I need to get up and move around or go somewhere else, or because sometimes I have to do that. You know, I can't just always stay in one spot. That would help. And the fact that if I could just leave my laptop just sitting there and not move it, that'd be dope. So yes, I am thinking of ways to use this to where it's going to make my life better. While everybody else is out there like, oh no, dumb ski goggles, they look silly. I'm going to be finding practical ways to use it. Tech God says, don't Vision Pro and drive. Look, we all know somebody's going to try it. Somebody's going to put on that Vision Pro and they're going to get to a driver's seat and they're going to test the pass-through ability of that Vision Pro. Why? I don't know. Just to see what would happen. But it would be interesting to this would be like the Big Brother thing. What would be interesting is if the Vision Pro, because you know how it's supposed to use the cameras to help you figure out the space and things that are around you or whatnot, it would be funny if the Vision Pro were to detect the steering wheel, you know, and you know, with the cameras and detect it and everything, and then they send you a message, hey, click this message to confirm that you are not driving. And that would be Apple's way of like getting beyond the liability, because we already know it's going to be in the terms and conditions, like say, hey, don't use this while operating heavy machinery. Don't use this while blah, blah, blah. But it'd probably be like that one extra step, because like when I'm driving, if my phone is locked and I tell you know who to, you know, open up YouTube or to do XYZ, she's like, oh, well, I can't do that while this is locked, or I can't do that because blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I could see Vision Pro having like some similar things to get around that or whatever. So I don't know. It would really be interesting to see what the limitations are with that. Apple Vision Pro's launch is imminent. Blah, blah, blah. Rumors. Is this the future of tech? Okay, so here's one question that I always find interesting when people talk about the future. Is this the future of tech? Yes. I can make an argument and say that this is the future of not all tech, but some tech. It's going to be part of the future because it's going to come out, it's going to exist. It's not here right now. We don't have it. So that's in the future. So technically you can say it's the future. Now, is it a permanent future? No. Is it a future that we can say that every single person is going to use? No, but that's the different thing. And that's the ambiguity about future or all this other stuff that people like to get into is, well, what is it going to be? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Yada, yada. Look, it's in the future. The future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. But we're kind of making it towards that future anyway. And of course, whenever the future gets here, whatever we think is the future. I mean, if you go back and watch, movies in the 90s, we all thought the future was going to be totally different. But whenever the future does get here, guess what? It will be the present and it will be normalized. And we will have to sit back and realize that we are actually living in the future as opposed to feeling like we're trying to get towards some futuristic thing. Because it happens every single time. We were thinking in the future, oh man, we were going to have flying cars. Yeah, you basically got big old drones. You don't have flying cars. Your car doesn't magically flip the wheels in and take off. Some of the other futuristic things that we got, but still aren't at the point that we thought they were going to be at, are still here. They're futuristic, but it's not that super dystopian future that people wanted to be all like super worried about. So I look at it this way. I don't care what the future is because I'm just going to adjust to it anyway. Foldable phones. Foldable phones are not the future. And now everybody's trying to make a foldable phone. More and more companies are making foldable phones. But a foldable phone is not supposed to be the future. It's here. I know that's a whole separate rant or whatnot, and people are probably looking at me crazy, but whatever, right? It happens. The future is the future. Whatever. I'm curious how Apple adopts Maps in its Earth View for Vision Pro. Look, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I would definitely use Google Maps a lot more if it was more interactive, like in AR or VR, whatever, to where I could see the street view and how the buildings are supposed to look and kind of feel like I'm actually there, That would be dope. Everybody else is excited. Windows Vision Pro connects your PC to Vision Pro and other VR headsets, making gaming and work more immersive. Would love to hear your thoughts. WindowsVisionPro.com. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. So you can connect your PC to the Vision Pro. All right, that's dope because I know some people were talking about before, like, hey, could you take the Vision Pro and could connect it to a PC? So it looks like people are already working on that if it's not something that's already built in. So that's dope. You can just like you could leverage the power of a Mac Studio or Mac Pro or MacBook Pro, you could leverage the power of your PC if you wanted to inside of this headset. I don't know why anybody would pay $3,500 to do this, but hey, you know what? People got money. Okay, that's one thing I learned. People got money. If people are willing to buy stuff, just shut up and let them buy it. Just like, if somebody's out there buying a Galaxy S23 Ultra right now and the Galaxy S24 Ultra is coming up, if you're going to make a sale and it's not going to bother them, hey, make the sale. Spatial computing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so a lot of this is coming up to be around kind of just like the same stuff. That's the thing that kind of happens with Twitter. After a while, it just becomes repetitive. But like I said, more and more people are getting excited about it. There appears to be less fear than all the fear and the jokes that people had when this thing came out. So, but that is the cycle of Apple. The cycle is pretty much, hey, this is stupid. Who will use it? Hey, this is cost too much. No one can afford it. Hey, this doesn't make sense. Blah, 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 blah. And then surely as the months go on and we get closer to the product, people are just like, hey, you know what? Just, it doesn't seem so bad. I can see how I can use it. The product comes out and then it sells out, or there's a high demand. And then everybody who swore that they weren't on board magically is like, oh my God, this is so great. You know, I didn't mean any of the things that I said 6 months ago. Wonder what Apple Care will cost. I think Apple Care will be between $249 to $349. Whatever we pay for Apple Care on the MacBook Pros, you know, like the M3 MacBook, like the M3 MacBook Ultra, or no, what was it, M3 Max, M3 Pro? That's probably what we'll pay, because that kind of falls under the same thing of like, you know, like portable device or whatnot. But yeah, for this thing, excuse me, Apple Care is going to be a must. I don't know anybody out there who's risking that much money on something without at least a protection plan. Let's see. Is it expected to be available for pre-order tomorrow? I hope not. I would have to jump through so many hoops. But apparently supposedly there's supposed to be an announcement. When? Who knows? But I don't know. Travel a lot beginning at day one. Curious how difficult it's going to be with protecting. So apparently there's supposed to be some sort of like, you know, Vision Pro shade or cover or whatever to protect. Why do I keep getting this random cough? Anyway, there's supposed to be some cover that Apple is making. They have a patent for it, and it's supposed to be an accessory for the Vision Pro to protect the front glass. I'm willing to bet there's at least 10 or 12 Alibaba, you know, Express companies that are making covers and cases and stuff for this product in anticipation to sell it. We just haven't seen it available on Amazon or anything else like that yet. It seems like anything accessory related to the Apple Vision Pro, if Apple gave out schematics or how it was supposed to look to a company, they probably said, hey, keep this under wraps until we announce it. When we announce it, then you can sell your accessories and stuff like that. So there should be some sort of cases or anything coming out. It's very rare that we get stuff like that, and that market is just untouched. Let's see. Also, do you think we have a keynote announcement soon? So the rumor, we all know how much I hate rumors. The rumor is that it would just be announced. There shouldn't be like a pre-recorded video, although I'm kind of hoping that there is a pre-recorded video. But it's probably going to be a newsroom like, hey, introducing Apple Vision Pro. We expect pre-orders to start on such and such date, and then we expect it to arrive by XYZ or something like that. It would be really, really weird and really, really random and really, really extra if Apple just woke up and said, oh, hey, it's available for pre-order. Go get it now. Like that would just be, that'd be ridiculous. And that would just be nuts. Sebastian says, I think it's the future where the Vision Pro replaces the iPad and Mac. Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I still have an iPad is literally for my kid in his like learning to read videos and tutorials and stuff that we do, because we practice on reading with him and stuff, and he has like, you know, like the little apps that he does. We also like do stuff with like the TV screen and with him actually writing stuff, but it is literally the only reason why I use my iPad right now. Like, even though that there's an OLED iPad coming out, I don't need one. And to be honest, he has his own iPad. I probably should just install the app on there and maybe sell my iPad later on or something. I don't know. Gwendolyn G says, that's right. Let us buy it. Oh, yeah. So the other thing I'm going to have to do is tweak around with OBS or mess with some stuff, because for whatever reason, it seems like the messages are just behind. For me, like, I'll see the message show up, like 5 or 6 messages show up in like 5 minutes all together, all at once. And then it'd just be radio silent for a minute. So I don't know. Like I said, we're figuring that out. But yeah, like I said, just let people buy it. The people who want to make fun of it, make fun of it. People who are going to buy it are just going to buy it. And that's pretty much going to be the end of it. So, well, why don't you look at that? If you look down and look back up, 56 minutes into the stream already. Yeah, I can see how some things can go way, way over what they're supposed to be. But honestly, as far as Vision Pro and everything that we're talking about, that's where we're at. Once again, thank you to 504 for the super chat for $5.04. Thank you to T for the Cash App donation. And unless you guys want to talk about some other stuff, I can probably just go ahead and wrap it up there, and we could just kind of just keep on rolling. So I am going to have to put in a couple more information, but as far as everything else, we are literally just waiting at this point. But yeah, just to kind of give everybody else an update. Let's see. Oh, see, look here. Now the comments have caught back up. Let's see. Michael Peppertex says, why is it that I see them doing an event where everyone in the audience is wearing one and the whole event is viewed through them and was shot on the iPhone? If they do that, if they dedicate that many units for the entire audience, I think that would be overkill, at least for the cost of it. And then worrying about whether or not if it gets damaged or if they lose one or this, that, or whatever. Like, yeah, you can turn it off and you can brick them or whatnot, but still, it's like, do you really want to give everybody in the audience one of those? I think they're better off just doing a pre-recorded thing where people put on the Vision Pro and demonstrate it on stage per se, and just kind of roll from there. But that would be interesting. Now I did do some spatial video recording of like Christmas and some other things with my own iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I'll be able to look at the spatial videos and see how they look. But yeah, that would be interesting. Switching to the Vision Pro. Look, you already know, Mike. You already know. What's the blueprint? I've been a lifelong Meta Quest user, and I'm switching to the Apple Vision Pro. Oh, my goodness. You imagine? Hey, I'm a lifelong Apple Vision Pro user. Oh, my God. That is going to be... that is going to be so weird. So weird. Josh says, finally catching a stream. What up? Hey, man, what's going on? Just streaming, fundraising, hanging out, you know. Ah, man. Technically, T says, bro, that's an issue I could not fix. I think that plugin is having issues right now. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going through too. Either that or maybe it's because I put it on ultra low latency. I don't know. Let's see, Mr. Sean says, I saw a rumor that an employee who works with the Taylor Swift Eras Tour that Apple was filming for an exclusive vision performance for Apple TV. Hey, if that's the case, Viper is going to be a happy man, okay? Because I care nothing about Taylor Swift. And I probably just lost half of my subscribers by saying that, but oh well. Like, I'm not big into the whole Taylor Swift thing, but that'd be cool. Now, hear me out. If they did that for Bone Thugs and Harmony, oh, I'd be on it. I'd be on there day one on Apple TV. I'd start a subscription. I might even get an Apple TV. Who knows? But yeah, it'd be interesting to see, music artists performing that. Or, I mean, hey, since we're talking about the spatial video arena and whatnot, it would be awesome if YouTube were to start supporting spatial video at some point that could be watched on devices that support, VR type of stuff and that immersion into it or whatnot. That'd be kind of a cool thing if we get to that arena at some point. Did you see the Vision Pro requires second generation AirPod Pros only? Yeah, well, I think it requires it for the spatial audio because I believe you can still connect. I believe you can still connect the other AirPods with it, but I think the issue is with the spatial audio with the footage or whatever. So I believe you can still listen to regular audio. It just won't be spatial. God, I hate saying that word so much. But that, once again, it's one of those things we're going to have to see and check out and how all that's going to work. But, I mean, that's the thing about Apple. Every time they come out with a new product, you usually have to like to have like the newest stuff. I want to say the Vision Pro should be compatible with, M3, M2. It should be compatible with M1. I don't know if it's going to be compatible with any of the Intel stuff. So that's going to be another interesting thing to kind of look at. All right. I'm going to have to close this window here because this is driving me nuts. So let's go to... I might just go back to just doing this old school where I just look at the chat and not only use the plugin. So, all right. Gwendolyn G says, I think the AirPods Pro 2 USB-C work with the Apple Vision Pro. Or work with the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, they do. I think it's the Lightning ones that we're talking about. Mr. Sean says they won't do the audience as it will become a meme similar to Mark Zuckerberg's Oculus meme. Oh, I didn't know that they did that. Michael Peppertech says, I saw Xreal has announced their AR. Actually, let me turn this off. Michael Peppertech says, I saw Xreal has announced their AR VR headset with cameras. Of course, articles saying they're trying to compete with the Apple Vision Pro, and I chuckled. Well, yeah, it's always the articles always have to make it extra juicy or whatever, so people will click on it. And then you'll click on the article and you'll read 2 paragraphs, and you're just like, I feel tricked. I feel like I didn't learn much. Josh says they already do. I've loaded 360 videos before. Not sure about the spatial audio though. Yeah, I know. So there's like just the VR part, but so like with the spatial video thing, since they're recording with 2 cameras or whatnot, what it's supposed to do is supposed to give you like depth perception. I don't know. Maybe I need to do some more research, but I'm probably a little bit misinformed in that area. So let me all rewind that back, because one of the articles I saw where it was like somebody was arguing about, so there's spatial video on the iPhone, but it's not like truly spatial, and that people should be using like a Canon R5 with like this dual lens or something, whatever, to get real. I don't know. Like, I got to really look that up and speak from a more informed perspective. But this is why I like doing stuff live. That way, like I said, it's a conversation. I'm not a know-it-all. It's we're all figuring this out along the way. So Michael Peppertech says the Apple Vision Pro coming preloaded with Taylor Swift album in spatial video, like the iPod came with U2. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, if Tim Cook, slid the money under the door saying, hey, we want to license your content, or we want to have this experience be a part of it. And she's like, all right, hey, sign me up. I'll take the check. It's a win-win for both. They'll get some Swifties along the way. Hey, it's cheaper than a Taylor Swift concert. It's at Virtue One XR AR glasses says they'll work for viewing spatial video. I'm curious if anyone has tested them. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. Are those going to be at CES? I know we talked about X-Reel being at CES, but I wonder if those are going to be at CES. And that's where I need the videos of CES to come through. And look, I'm kind of laughing right now because T had a tweet the other day. Look, man, T, you be out here coming for people's necks on Twitter, man. Because T had a tweet, and I think it went somewhere along the lines of, hey, man, I don't know about y'all, but if I was to go to CES, I'd be recording everything. And I see a lot of y'all out here with all this camera gear, but I ain't going to see that many videos. Like, come on now. And to be fair, that does happen sometimes. You will see people go to CES or go to an event with like 18 cameras and come back with 2 videos, and you're just like, wait, I know it's got to be more coverage than this, that, but hey, look, man, T is here with the savagery. I'm all here for it. It's all fun. Don't nobody take this seriously. Like, no, just sit back and laugh. It's a good chuckle, Let's see. Technically, T says, man, I'm not taking all of that mess with me to CES. Hey, look. What's in my bag content is content. Technically, T says, you don't even see videos or anything. Hey, look, I will say this. The person I know, I can almost guarantee with absolute certainty that this dude is going to have all of the videos, whether they be in vertical or short form or not, is the Poets. All right. If y'all ain't heard of the Poets, go look up the Poets on TikTok. DAPOETS. The Poets. Look him up on TikTok. That dude has all of the videos when it comes to anything computer technology related. So he is definitely going to record a lot of stuff. I want to say he recorded like 100 videos last year and uploaded all of them. Like, he had like a whole massive library of stuff that he was showing off. So, but he didn't have like the super mega Power Ranger camera set. I think he had the Sony Xperia phone on like a little controller, and he had maybe like a Sony handheld camera or one of the Z Fold phones or whatnot. One of those two. Just usually 2 phones, and he's just off to the races, just recording, just banging out videos. So yeah, he's definitely gonna have all of the videos, and then I guess we'll see who else comes out with the coverage on stuff. But yeah. Technically T says, man, he put in the work. I can't deny that. Yeah, Terrence, aka the Poets, he has put in a whole lot of work. And to be really honest, I would have loved to go to CES this year. But one, I had way too much stuff going on in my life, just stuff I needed to take care of, and I don't need any more problems. I don't need any more headaches. One of the things I was telling people in my inner group was like, it felt like I was working 3 jobs. Like I had my 9 to 5 job that I'm working. I got essentially YouTube almost as a side job that I'm working. And I have a whole nother side endeavor that I'm working on. I'm doing the parenting thing, and then I'm doing the, taking care of business, house. It was a lot. So that's why I just backed off. I'm like, look, I'm not going to be able to do this daily thing. I'm going to stay as consistent as I can with just uploading and making sure I get out content every week and trying to stick to the series. But just have your brain run in 24/7 mode. Just wake up. All right, I got to do this, do this, do this. Go to work, do this, do this, do this. Come home, do this, do this, do this. Do some more stuff, do this, do this, do this. Fit in some time for myself, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and do it all over again. Like, even my weekends for the past, oh man, maybe about 4 or 5 weeks have just been busy. But I finally did get a win, and I got a little bit ahead to where things are kind of cool now in one aspect, and I don't have to worry about stuff that much. It's just like slowly kind of coasting, and I'm like, all right, this is set. This is good. I don't have to worry about this. Now I just need to knock out this Vision Pro thing, get to that part, and then, you know what? Take a knee, run out the clock, and just coast and just be good. I'll have my content. We'll have the Vision Pro, and we'll just be rocking out from there. And the beautiful part about all this is that I ain't got to worry about nothing about the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I ain't got to worry about it. Now, I know some people are going to get feel some type of way about me saying that, but like, look, this is the first year in a long time I don't have to worry about anything Samsung related. I just have to worry about selling the Z Fold 5. That's it. Everything else Samsung, everybody else can do all the other unboxings. They can do the camera comparisons. They can talk about how Samsung's better than Apple, or Apple is better than Samsung. The phone's too big. The phone's too small. The phone should have a headphone jack. The phone has fake space zoom and blah, blah. People can have all of those problems and all of that smoke. I will gladly sit back and just watch and enjoy myself. No longer will I have to deal with the January, February mental anguish of Samsung content. I am all the way good on that. Michael Peppertech says you'll see Justine and Brian Tong and a few other of the really big channels do some stuff, but not a lot else as far as channels that aren't CNET and Tech News Core. Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, a lot of your larger creators are not going to hyper niche down on Vision Pro because they got so many different things going on. They got a lot of different things that are money makers for them. So I don't expect them to be like, hey, here's the Vision Pro and every single thing you can do and have like a catalog of stuff. They'll have the Vision Pro, they'll use it, they'll make some content and maybe do a sponsored video, and they'll probably be moving on to the next product. And honestly, hey, that works for them. Good for them. I've seen sometimes where creators literally have an entire schedule of product after product after this, after this, after this. So yeah, I don't expect them to like stay on the Vision Pro. Me, however, I'm gonna be all Vision Pro all day. At some point, I'm gonna have to find a way to make like a merch shirt of like stuff for me with the Vision Pro, but have it like not violate copyright or something like that. So yeah, I'll figure that out and kind of just roll from there. Here's the interesting thing. I wanna know Who has the Vision Pro already? It's got to be somebody out there that has it already. Because I don't think they're going to do this whole thing like, oh, hey, I got it a week ahead. And nah, we're going to see like that. Yeah, I've been using the Vision Pro for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I've been using the Vision Pro for the past month. You know, honestly, you know who I like to see talk about the Vision Pro? I'd love to see Renee Ritchie talk about the Vision Pro. That would definitely be interesting. Consumer Compute says MKBHD got to have it. Hey, he got to have it early. Here's the thing that's interesting, though. I've been watching MKBHD's content on the Vision Pro, and it's like, TJ, turn that down. Of course, every time when I stream, TJ likes to come downstairs and turn on his little tablet and have it be all loud. It's probably a warning sign that it's getting a little later. Oh, it's 8:13. The Dolphins and the Bills are about to play pretty soon. I wonder who's going to win that game. The Hawks TV said he's tested it out at Apple's campus. Yeah, I know he did it at WWDC, and then no, not WWDC. Was it WWDC? Yeah. So he saw it at WWDC, recorded the video, and I think he got invited to come back out to Cupertino and see it again. But he's kind of been kind of mixed on it. Like, on one hand, it seems like he's interested. On the other hand, he's like, I don't know. I don't think I'd really use it. So it's just like, I can't really feel the water with the way he's going to go about it. So I don't know. Like I said, I want to see, there's no offense to him or any other large creator. I want to see the person that says, yo, this is for me. I'm using it every day, and this is what I'm using it for. That's, as a viewer and a YouTube creator, that's what I want to see. Like, I know I have the content I'm going to make, but I want to see how other people who are excited about it really feel about it. I don't want any of that, oh, well, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. No, I want somebody who's like, yo, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. All right, cool. Let's roll with that. MKPHD probably had it before Tim Cook. Oh, 504, you are hilarious. Let's see. Same brain, yeah. You guys are definitely thinking the same thing. The Hawks TV says, yes, WWDC. Gwendolyn G says, I think he got to try it out again when he was in California for his Frisbee tournament. I completely forgot that he had that Frisbee tournament. See, he just be having stuff just lined up, man. Like that dude is a master planner right there. Consumer Compute says Renee had the Vision Pro surgically implanted 10 years ago. Man, hey, those would be some good eyes that he has or whatever behind some prescription lenses. Oh, man. Whew. It has been a day, y'all. Although I've been trying to relax, it's still been a day, and it's time to go back to work tomorrow. Where did my weekend go? Oh, I know where it went because I was doing stuff. Friday, I was doing stuff. Saturday, I was doing stuff. Today, I tried not to do stuff and ended up doing stuff anyway. So there we are. I had a thought, then I lost the thought. It'll come back to me, or it won't. Who knows? That's the thing you got to love about age, you know. You get older, and you're like, oh, yeah, I want to say this. And then if you don't say it right away, 6 to 10 seconds go past, and you're just like, where did it go? What happened? Where do I go from here? So, but, yeah, gonna go ahead and just wrap it up from here for real this time. Last time it was because I couldn't see the chat and it was so damn slow that I was like, I don't know. But yeah, gonna go upstairs, check out some football, see who wins, and we might be back tomorrow or possibly Tuesday, depending on what actual news decides to show up. That's not like 32 people repeating the same thing of, it may be XYZ. So who knows? But all right, y'all, take it easy. Hawks, I sent you an invite on Instagram. I don't know if you're on Instagram anymore, but let me know if I got the right profile. But all right, y'all, take it easy. Consumer Computer says my weekend went to a northeast snowstorm. Yeah, got snowblower. So, all right, man, y'all take it easy. Bye, Gwendolyn. See you later. Thanks, T. Everybody else. Peace.